Okay, so today's topic that I would like to do is I'm keeping that in English as a matter of fact because many other people also don't understand our language. So I will keep that in English most likely. But today I'm only going to do the first part. Our whole client meeting is divided into three parts. Okay, number one part is where you create awareness and realization that we call elevating people thinking about saving. If you find somebody, if you get a child, even a kid, and ask the kid to sit down in front of you and start talking random stuff, the kid won't pay any attention because he's thinking maybe some other thing. But once you make his mind and you tell him, hey Ashar, we need to discuss about the grades in the last month. Now when you said this, now the attention of Ashar is now on this topic. This is what I call bringing people to one focus point. Why this meeting is happening, why are we sitting down, and what is the main thing. Sometimes we don't do this, people are in their own zone and we start saying them, wasting our energy, and then at the end we say, hey, this business does not work. No, we don't understand the human psychology. Slowly we start getting better onto those things. All right. Okay, just a second. All right. So, yes, so that's the first important step that you need to know, elevate their thinking. So, this is the first step of financial education. Once this is done, then the second step is now you pass on information. Now you build their knowledge base. That's the second. पहले फेज में आप उनका दिमाग ओपन करते हो, हटाते हो ताकि उसमें कुछ भर सको. तो वो elevating their thinking. And then second phase is passing on information about Canadian accounts, TFSAs, all the accounts taxation system. That is the information section. And the third one is closing section, where after elevating their thinking, providing them information, you provide them solutions. And that is the last part where you provide them solution and close the client. So these are the three parts of a financial education session. I cannot do all of that together in one, but I'm going to divide it into three parts. I will do one today. Tomorrow I have some commitments with Mehreen and also some commitments in the office. So I might not be able to do it, but yes, I will be time and time again, I'll be covering these three parts about financial education. But today, which parts are we going to discuss today?
कौन सा असद भाई क्या कह रहे हैं?
Today, which part of the financial education we're going to discuss?
पहला पार्ट, क्योंकि आपने कहा इनके इसके तीन पार्ट हैं, तो आज हम पहला पार्ट डिस्कस करेंगे.
Very nice. So we're discussing the first part, which is the mindset part. Okay, mindset. So guys, that's how I normally start. I start two different ways. Let's say Kiran is part of my team, or let's say Kiran is not part of my team. So though two different situations, I will give you both. Let's say Kiran is part of my team and we never sat down on a financial education. That's how I will say, Kiran, you know what? That remember the day when we've started this opportunity and what excited you most is the education we provide to the people. Isn't that true? That's where you like this platform and you wanted to get your license and everything and done. So today is that day where I and you will sit down and I will show you what kind of education we actually provide to our families. But before we provide this to anybody, it doesn't make sense that I provide it to your family first, where you and your husband sit down together and understand these important things so that you can apply first of all in your case, and then you have the belief and confidence to also help this with other people. That would be my talk if I'm talking to somebody in my team because they already know what we do. But let's say now Kiran has made up a meeting for me and they are not part of my team, they don't have any idea about, then I will start differently. Okay, then I would start a little bit differently. Then I would start like this. Hey, Kiran, after my normal talk story, everything, introducing myself, knowing a little bit about Kiran, same rapid building. After that, I'll say, Kiran, I want to ask you a question. If you have to rate yourself on Canadian financial system, where would you rate yourself from a scale of 1 to 10? Kiran, keep yourself unmuted. Yeah, keep yourself
Yeah.
unmuted. I want you to be
So,
involved.
like right now, I would probably, but now understanding the question in more clarity now, than rather than the first time that I was answering this question. So I would say that it's I would say something around 4 or 5.
right? Something around 4 or
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
And Kiran, there could be 3 possible reasons why your score is so low. Number one, maybe you're always thinking about that you don't have enough to save. This could be one reason.
Yeah.
Second reason is maybe you don't have a financial advisor ever with you. Or
Mm-hmm.
there could be a third reason that you are a little bit lazy and kept
No,
ignoring.
You know, the main point, Asad, that I've realized is that there was simply just no, you know, in Pakistan, we just had our jobs and we were getting paid. We saved up money in the bank. And even like in Pakistan, I never took a credit card or anything. I just had my debit card was salary RE and we're saving it up, right? That's it. The thing is that when we moved to Canada, I didn't think it that in that way that, okay, I'm moving here, so I need to learn about these things. There was absolutely no awareness. You know what I'm talking about? Like absolutely no, like dur tak, there was no thinking, okay, these are the things that I need to get myself aware of. This is the main problem, I think. And the people already here, maybe I think that they didn't even realize that, you know, what they're missing out. That's how I'm feeling, because otherwise somebody would have said, okay, since you're here in Canada, do you know about this, do you know about this, do you know about this? Even just RESP, there was this one lady in the mall. She's a very nice lady, and she actually literally had to, like, you know, talk to me and just say, hey mom, you're the mom. She saw me with kids, so she was like, okay, you're the mom, so I need to talk to you. I'm doing this and this. So I said, okay, let's talk. So then she came over, and it was, you know, it was something like that. That is the only thing that I took, because I felt that, okay, I've got kids and I've got to have them educated, right? So this is the problem, that actually, like, it was a total lack of awareness, actually, you know.
Exactly, Kiran. I think you're spot on that when somebody showed you a way, you got something for your kids. But when the decision was on you, as you said, lack of awareness is one of the reason. And today I'm going to make sure that after this session, Kiran, your awareness is spot on, not just for you, बल्कि आप बहुत सारी families को भी awareness दे सकोगे. That is going to be my focus. I'm not here to sell you anything, but I'm here to educate you today. Today's session is all about education. Yes, when we talk about solutions, I'll definitely provide you some solutions that can help you and your family. But let's pay attention for education today. Sounds good, Kiran? All right, let me show you my slideshow. And I want to take you with me and show you why there is a dramatic need of financial education right now. And I will show you some of the figures that I've taken from government website, right? So let me know if you're able to see my slides. So Kiran, are you able to see my slides? Okay, just a moment. So now, Kiran, let's understand the need of financial education. Yes, there were times when you were telling before COVID when people were not aware and it was okay to be not aware. But right now, these are not the circumstances. Why? Look at this need for financial education. 48% of Canadian households saw increase in debt. Have you seen those families? Their debt went up, right? Right now, if you see 43% of Canadian household used all their emergency fund or all their savings, whatever they have in last couple of years. I noticed those families around me, right? Look at 59.6% of the households don't have an idea how much they want in their retirement. They don't have any clue. Total credit card debt of Canada has increased to $96 billion right now, right? Bankruptcies has gone up 15% in Canada right now in last 3 years. 60% of Canadians don't have any kind of income protection for their families from any disability, any critical illness, any life. Look at these numbers. These are the recent government survey that was conducted on May 2023, and these numbers showed up, which clearly define that there is a massive need of financial education. Do you agree, Kiran?
Yes, Asad, yes, of
Right?
course.
So now I'm going to show you what is very, very important. Look, don't you think people need saving discipline now? Don't you think people need retirement strategies now? Don't you think people need to know income protection now? Don't you think people need to have proper financial education? And that is what we provide at World Financial Group. So people need, Kiran, what we do. And that is why today this education session that I'm giving to you will create a very, very massive change in your family's life, right? I want to show you that as important, Kiran, as it is to make money, it's also very, very important that we understand all these services, how they work for us, because these are the services that Canadians don't have choice to use, but they must be using. And we provide all these licensed, and that's why I'm sitting with you and educating you. And that is my license that I've done with Government of Canada. And on the behalf of this, I'll be sitting down in front of you to educate you about these important services today. Sounds good, Kiran? All right. So, Kiran, this is our motto. Let's talk about some general stuff on mindset, how people think these days. People always think that it is important to only make money. Forget about, where, how, and where to put money to work. But every family deserves the right of financial education and solution. Do you agree as well? You can keep yourself unmuted throughout the process, Kiran.
Yes, of course.
Right? So
Mhm.
that is our mission, that no family is left behind. So Kiran, let me ask you, I know that you came to Canada good 10 years ago and you had a dream to be wealthy. But if you were to become wealthy now or tomorrow, these are the two important questions every has to ask themselves. Number one question, can you read this for me?
What portion of your paycheck get used every month for wealth creation?
For your family, what percentage of paycheck you're saving for your family every month? Many people might not even save anything, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's the first important question that we need to answer. What portion of our paycheck is going for our family? Second question is, if nothing is going, when are we going to decide? Whether we're going to decide early or deciding late. Because if we decide early, we have time at our side. If we decide late, then we don't have time at our side, right? So now after this, I show people that future is only bright, Kiran, for those people who understand the concept that how money works. That is very, very essential. And I'm going to give you an analogy of seeds, right? This analogy is a beautiful analogy, simple, but that will help you understand. So Kiran, let's understand, every dollar that we earn in Canada, you feel like this is hard earned money,
Yes, definitely.
right?
Definitely. Mhm.
कई दफा तो हम ऐसे काम करके पैसे बनाते हैं जो हमें पता भी नहीं होता कि वो काम हमने कभी किया भी नहीं है, बट दैट्स अ वेरी हार्ड अर्न मनी.
Yes, yes.
नाउ
Totally
इसकी
agree.
एग्जांपल किरण पता है क्या है? आई ऑलवेज थिंक लाइक सीड इन माय हैंड.
Mhm.
अगर मैं आपको एक मुट्ठी भर सीड दूं किरण, और मैं आपसे कहूं आउटकम ये है कि आपने प्लांट ग्रो करना है उन सीड में से,
Mhm.
आप उन सीड्स को क्या करोगे? आप उनको स्टोर कर दोगे किसी गोदाम में जाके, या आप उनको जमीन में सो करने की कोशिश करोगे?
I'm gonna sow them in the ground and then water them every day. Make sure they get enough sunlight and then,
आपको पेशेंस भी
maybe
रखना पड़ेगा कि तब टाइम
बिल्कुल,
टाइम के बाद
बिल्कुल,
पौधा निकलेगा एंड देन इट
बिल्कुल,
विल ग्रो. सो
बिल्कुल.
एक क्वेश्चन है, जब आपने सीड जमीन में दबा दिए, आर यू एबल टू सी दो सीड्स अगेन?
No, 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 no.
So that means for fruit to appear, seed need to disappear.
Mhm.
किरण, बिल्कुल यही स्ट्रेटेजी है हमारे फाइनेंशियल मैटर्स की भी. अगर मैंने
Mhm.
पैसा बैंक में स्टोर कर दिया है जहां पे अब उस पर कोई ग्रोथ ही नहीं आ रही, तो डू यू
Mhm.
थिंक मेरा पैसा की ग्रो हो जाएगा मेरे लिए? बैंक में तो सिर्फ बैंक तो एक स्टोरेज प्लेस है पैसा रखने की,
सही, सही.
राइट? बट ऑन द अदर हैंड, अगर मैं उनको कुछ सर्विसेज में सो करूंगा, तो नाउ माय मनी इज इन्वेस्टेड एंड इट विल ग्रो एंड इट विल बियर सम फ्रूट, राइट? लेकिन बात क्या है कि लोगों को ना अच्छा नहीं लगता जब उनके बैंक अकाउंट में से पैसा निकल के किसी दूसरे अकाउंट में चला जाता है ना, तो उनको अच्छा नहीं लगता कि डिसअपेयर हो गया पैसा वहां से. जैसे
Mhm.
सीड डिसअपेयर होता है तो पेशेंस रखना पड़ता है.
सही, सही.
Similarly, we need to make a patience here as well. And I recommend every family, Kiran, if your family is not saving 10%, I would say at least start saving 10% of your net income
Mhm.
in the beginning towards your family's goal and future. Sounds good? And I will show you the solution at the end of our session as well.
Mhm.
Any question, Kiran, अगर अभी तक है तो मुझसे पूछिए.
नहीं, नहीं, बिल्कुल clear, clear, all
All
good.
right. So अभी मैं आपको थोड़ा सा दिखाने जा रहा हूँ कि this 10% net income, how you can plan this 10% net income. Look, proper financial foundation is the backbone of every family. अगर प्रॉपरली आप अपने घर की फाउंडेशन नहीं बनाओगे तो घर को हमेशा किसी ना किसी अर्थक्वेक से प्रॉब्लम रह सकता है. So similarly, proper financial foundation is very, very important. Are you guys with me?